Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are in the world. I am Brendan Farrell. This is the Red Horde. Shaun Driver will be running the show shortly. We had to give him a break. He did a show just before this. If you haven't seen it, come check out the channel. Shaun did a watch along with the great and effervescent Deandra. She got to see Shaun do a dating game kind of show that he had done 6-7 years ago, something like that, maybe more, 10 years. And so Deandra and the rest of us got to see the show that Shaun was on and react to it. So they just did that show about an hour ago. So I've been sitting here patiently waiting to get to all the Wrexham content. How's everyone out there doing today? Let me see what's going on with everybody. I'm going to bring this up. The man that everyone's been talking about, Thomason. I'm sure Shaun will want to go over it himself, but same lineup as last week. We can talk about that. Let me see what's going on in the chat. I saw Jack early, as usual. W&G jumping in. Another Dave Nicely in. Deandra, of course. Gamer World's in. I have soul. I haven't seen you in before. Nice to have you. Or you changed your name, one of the two. Swipe right on me. Yeah, I can tell you that that episode would have went a heck of a lot different if she started in on me. I probably would have had her crying before we got cut off. I usually take the jokes too far, so yeah, I would have went right back at her. She stomped on our boy a little bit with the jokes, but yeah, that's what you get when you start messing with the Canadian. He's just too nice, right? All right, what else do we got? I'm gonna jump around on Twitter. Some good pictures out here. I want to save the lineup for Shaun. I'm sure he has a bunch to say about it. I really like this, by the way. You typically wouldn't. I mean, you get some interaction in the NBA pregame when they come out. They sign some autographs if you're down near where they come in and out. But I really like how everyone gets to kind of see and meet the fans, and they're not too good for everyone, at least in the championship. Maybe once they get to Premier League, it'll be a little different, right? Picture of Kakache there. Surprised he didn't get in late in the game. Ollie. What else? Scar. Let me see. Is anything going on in Discord? Did you guys? I know you're doing a lot of talking about. I can see Denise and Andy in there. Jason. Bunch of others. Bryn. Yeah, by the way, we jump into the Discord afterwards, and some of us go on video and others just chat or just listen. We have a good time on the Discord. We have a little video channel set up called The Lounge at the Turf. We have our own room staked out at the Turf, and we sit there and talk about the game, and we do have conversations about stuff that some people in the know get inside information that they don't want broadcast out on videos, but we talk about it in there. So we do have some interesting conversations with some inside info that we do not go over in the chat. So there are some kind of interesting things there. Shaun and I don't make any money or anything off that, so it's not like we're trying to draw you over there because we want to get some clicks. It's just a fun time for us to all hang out and talk. And that way you don't have to, type in the chat. You can speak if you want to speak or not, right? It's a cool time. Dave Nicholson jumping in. Do I have the stream on Paramount? Deandra's asking me. Let me check. I have not checked. Yep, I can hear Shaun coming back in. There he is. How you doing, Shaun? We'll wait for Shaun to say something, see if he gets himself all set up. I'm still looking to see if the game's showing up on Paramount for me. It says that the live event's going to be starting soon. On the Paramount games, I was getting blinded a little bit. Yeah. The Paramount games, it usually doesn't start till 10 minutes before. And sometimes 15 minutes beforehand, unless it's the primary game. So, yeah. If you do have Paramount, you should be able to watch it.
I still don't have the game available for myself. I've got backup plans if it doesn't come live.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
No, in Canada, I've messaged DAZN. It says on Live Soccer TV that the game is available through our club broadcast. When I go to the Wrexham website, it's not there. And so I may be scrambling here in the 11th minute. And
I'm good. I'll cover until you get something worked out.
That's probably how it'll have to work. Did you go through the lineup and everything?
I saved that for you, sir.
You're amazing. I don't even have it drawn up here, so I just wanted to do that.
I just rambled until you got here. I was talking about how it would have been drastically different if that woman had started it on me and I would have laid back into her and they would have had to cut it off.
Here, I was hoping we could compartmentalize that into just one moment in my life. We just set that aside and it wouldn't cross over into
well, I was trying to get people to go check it out. I'm one of those people. I don't know about the rest of you, but when I watch television shows and things like that, I don't know if it's an empathy thing or what, but I associate myself with some character in the show I'm watching, and I feel whatever emotions they're feeling at that time. And it wasn't funny. Like I had to keep pulling myself out because I was ticked off that she was going at you. Do you know what I mean? So I was feeling like a little bit of embarrassment and then a little angst, and it was hard for me to just laugh at it. I had to keep thank God Deandra kept having you stop and everything, because then I could kind of pull myself out of it and then kind of laugh at how she was beating you up. But I was feeling it for you, So anyway. Sorry.
I was good. All that time, and I didn't type in the magic words to bring up the thing. It's been a distracting morning with that whole thing happening and having to relive it. But all in all, it was a fun experience to be a part of, and so I can't really complain. A fun little novel moment in my life. There's also, if anybody's interested, not that I want to bring them up, and I'm not doing this anymore because that one was an epic failure. But you can also see me on Cash Cab. If you were interested in watching that. I think that's actually a Canadian show. I don't think you guys have it in the US. It's in the UK as well.
No, they have it in New York a lot. They drive through New York, yeah.
All right, they had a Vancouver thing, and so I made it onto that one in any event. Cleworth, Hyman, Doyle in the back, Ogonko in goal. That's all run-of-the-mill stuff. We do have Broadhead, Windass, and Moore up front, so it seems like it's steady as she goes for us. The bench has Rathbone on it, Barnett there, Kakache on the wings if it needs to run. Thomason's going to get his opportunity on the left-hand side. McLean's got 2 more games left on the suspension. We know what the injury list is, and so run it again is what basically it looks like. If it worked for us, we're going to go after it, and we're up against a team that is defensive stalwarts, so we've got to push forward. We've seen them twice I don't know if you've reviewed anything from the previous match or the statistics, but I can run through them. It's almost like you have to throw everything out the window to a certain extent, because they changed their style so much in the last one that I don't know who we are anymore. Do you have an identity crisis? Do we know who Wrexham is?
I don't know. You can call it an identity crisis until you can. It's a one-off until you do it at least twice.
That's fair.
So they have to go all out. They have to just go for it and be rushing forward. If we again get 15 shots on net, pretty relatively good opportunities in the first half alone, then yeah, we're a different team now. And then we have to start thinking about our chances with the new style, but right now, no. Like today's a big game to see who we are.
Yeah, for sure. And you look at the schedule that's coming forward, and I keep saying this now in the month of January, that's the time to make hay. We've got to do that because our run-in is pretty nasty. So I'd like to see us get a go forward. Just as far as the statistics go, goals for we're pretty equal. We've got 32. We're tied for 8th. They've got 30, tied for 14th. Goals against, this is where the difference is. We're 30th, which is tied for 11th, middle of the league. Them 23rd, tied for 2nd. Home goals for and against, pretty much the same, to be fair. We score a little bit more. We're tied for 3rd as far as goals at home. But they're still 2nd at best in the league with 11 goals against. So it's not a big, huge home-away split as far as points are concerned or style of play. What fascinates me about P&E, and you look at things like XG, and I know it's a weak stat. You look at things as far as the metrics that normally work for you, touches in the box, possession, passing, all those sorts of things. They don't really light it up. They're efficient. 5th best in the league as far as goals per shots on target. But I'm going to say this: they seem to be the type of team that's a little bit fortuitous, a little bit fortunate to be, I think, in the position that they are. Their XG is 21st in the league at 26 points. Their touches in the box are 469. That has them 14th. They're not high in passing, 247, 20th in the league. They're not exceptional in long balls, 19.7. That has them 21st. They like to keep the ball at foot. They're comfortable with crosses from the corner. But it's not, goalkeeping's been solid, exactly the same as at 72%. But you look at their metrics, they should be where we are in the standings, or we should be where they are in the standings. This is what I think people like W and G have said frequently is you've got to eke out, and Andy has said this frequently, you've got to find a way to scratch out points. And this just may be the case where you look at the Sheffield game and you look at the Stoke game and you look at the Southampton game, where arguably we gave away points. And we performed poorly, or we parked the bus and it didn't work out for us. I think, what was it, 18 points we've given away? Is that where we've had the lead in the game and then ended up dropping points after having the lead? Highest championship, and that's the metric that screams the difference. On paper, we're certainly a top 10, if not a top 16. We just haven't had, and that comes back again to this game management thing that we've been talking about so frequently. As far as their stats go, and I just want to bring up just as a comparison as to who. And I had this on the screen, but I think I closed everything down from the last one. As far as players that let us up in the last one, you look at the FOTMOB ratings from the previous game, and Ben Whiteman is the name that jumped off the page for me. And he's in the midfield, and he's in the midfield again, scheduled for this one. Other players that had a good game, Jordan Story in the back as their center back, in their back three, he had himself a strong game, as did their defensive players. You're looking at Small on the wing, their wing back. This game is going to be won or lost, and we said this in the last game, and maybe it's just how things operate with us. The midfield's got to be better. The midfield has to find a way to connect things forward. We were under siege a little bit, nothing that dangerous in that Preston game, but constantly they had pressure on us. And it was because we weren't able to get the ball forward. And so hopefully this change of shape, something ends up happening there. That's my take. What do you have for thoughts? And while you do that, I'm going to see if anything's loaded up anywhere.
I think both of the games is what we won by a goal, and then we drew. And
Right.
I felt in the draw that they were. I'm when I'm remembering back, I felt like maybe it was the first game where we were ahead, but they felt like they were the better team for a large majority, and we were hanging on. I think in that first one, and in the draw, um, I think I felt like we were the better team, but they got a goal, and we just couldn't put another one in. The thing that when you talking about the midfield and us needing to be better there, I was talking last week about how I thought Matty James was a big influence in that game, the way he was moving the ball quickly and helping getting it forward to two guys that could come back and get the ball, right, in Broadhead and Windass, with multiple options like that. And then when they would get it to Broadhead, he would run right through three guys and then be able to cross it out over to Longman or Thomason and make something happen. So I wasn't surprised when I saw like the players of the week and they had Moore and Broadhead in there, and then they had Thomason. But I was surprised to see Sheaf. So I was like, wow, did I really miss something there? Was I watching and just confusing Sheaf and James way too much? Did Sheaf have the awesome game and I was just crediting James too much? I'm not sure. I don't know what you guys think, but I was really surprised to see Sheaf that high up in the FOTMOB rankings, which we know sometimes can be misleading. But to see him ranked that high, it made me go, oh, wait a minute. Like, I know James definitely played well. If Sheaf also played that well, then wow, like if we can get that kind of game out of those two and Thomason, this is going to be a deadly team.
Yeah, part of what makes me a little bit nervous and a little bit curious is Broadhead's hit or miss performances. He's been exceptional or completely off the map. The last game that we had with Preston North End, just to run through some of the stats for him, he played 78 minutes there, had the start in this was the league game in Preston. I gotta turn off my notifications. He had a 0.05 XG plus XA. So his expected goals or assists, he was at a 0.05. That was the second worst on the club, only behind. Oh, Jesus. Why is this going nuts? It should be muted.
Boy, that's a lot of messages.
How do I turn this off? It seems to bypass my mute stuff. Anyways, the only player that was below him on his expected goals, expected assists was Hyam. And that, as the center back in the game, you sort of expect that to be the situation. So he provided literally nothing in the last game against Preston North End. And what's also concerning as far as his defensive contributions, he was the second worst on the team, only behind or only ahead of Longman. He had himself a horrible game at Preston. And so to me, his performance picking up, the midfield doing what maybe they found, I expect us to be better. I hope that we're better. And I think that he and the midfield collectively make that decision as to whether we're better or not. So we'll see how that all transpires. Sorry, I would love to be able to contribute more. I'm still trying to make sure I've got everything all together here. One more reason why the EFL frustrates the hell out of me, and there was a post in our Discord, if you haven't been able to see it, of the potential that the league is looking to get rid of the 3 p.m. blackout. They're the only country that does it. Nope, didn't get rid of it. Okay. I'll get out of that for now. So we'll have to see how that all transpires. But to be sitting here as a massive fan 10 minutes before a match and not knowing where the hell I can find it, it is a problem, like a fundamental problem. that it takes this much work. And yes, Techie, nice to have you join the chat, my friend. Let's end 2025 with a win. Here for it. And so I'm assuming Techie's reaching us from somewhere within the race course, and he's gifting. You beautiful sod. Thank you, my friend. Had a blast with Techie and just chatting football, and him just being a fan and a supporter, connecting club that we're all have fallen in love with, to the people and to the area. And so much appreciation. Go and check out Eat More Chips, the podcast, and give them a love and a bump as well. I'm trying desperately to find something here, Brendan, but it's proving to be a challenge.
Well, I definitely have it up. They finally started the stream for Paramount. So
Well, maybe double check to make sure that. I mean, if I deleted my VP. Because I've got a number of people who have been reaching out to me about
Josh says he has a link. Hey, Swirly, how are you? There's Woody.
So far, I've had no luck with the other stuff. Do you have a
Hi, Travis. Nice to see you. For those of you just joining in, Sean's trying to find a link. They are giving the middle finger to the people in Canada and not letting them watch the game. Yeah, Sean doesn't have Paramount. It's interesting, though, like when other people were watching things on Disney, it was on like Hulu, the Wrexham's documentary stuff, like they mix it up between the UK, Canada, and the US about who they sell what rights to. See them all walking in. You know what I haven't seen yet? Has anyone seen a tour of that little press room that they made? You know how you see everyone come in from the backside of the logger stand? Back in that parking lot where they walk in, they made a press building, and I was just curious what it looked like in there. I saw them building it on some of those fan zone videos, but I'd never seen the inside of it. Hey, Rocker Chick, nice to see you. Swoosh.
It says I'm 6 minutes away from a potential stream, so I'll give that some attention and see if that actually loads.
Hi there, Giselle.
Whether I get it
is full from the Preston. The Preston side is absolutely packed. Maybe the most packed I've ever seen the away end. They're all, even in that lower section, there's no room at all.
Well, it's close, right? So one of the clubs that's easy to get to, Wrexham, for those that are interested.
Yeah,
Ipswich still up on Coventry.
It stands out how packed that area is. So.
Well, I'm envious, being somebody who's going to be listening to the freaking match.
So nice also when they pan back and forth and you see like a field that you can be kind of proud of. I really hated watching some of those games where the whole side was just a mud path before at the racetrack, where you're like, this field, this pitch is not good.
Yeah, I don't think that one's going to work.
Sean's working hard to to get it all going. I'm going to go to the table while we're waiting. Coventry losing to Ipswich. I think there's a fair number of people that expect it to either be 1-2 Coventry Ipswich or Ipswich charging all the way up to surpass Coventry and be Ipswich Coventry. I would also think that Middlesbrough has some staying power to be at least top 6. I don't know about everyone else. I'm not sold on Hull, certainly not sold on Preston North End, which maybe I shouldn't say while we're playing them.
The jinx is on. It's your fault.
Stoke, Queens, Park Rangers. Yeah, everything in there could slide. Southampton could sneak all the way up. That wouldn't totally surprise me.
Any given, Saturday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Monday or Friday. That seems to be the way that the championship works. You end up having yourself a bad one, and you end up suffering for it, right? So,
yeah.
You gotta just keep packing on the points and preferably the wins. 1.67 the normal average, but I think we're to the point now. And Andy, I think I didn't see his graphic for this month, but I think we're probably up to like 1.75 being what's necessary to get. We're 3 minutes away from kickoff. I'm still staring at a screen that says it's coming. We'll see how that works out. And I've got some people working in the background as well, trying to help me out. So I appreciate that.
Here they are. They're coming out. Hello, Astro. RKO jumping in early.
Hey, Brendan, is the URL ParamountPlus.com?
What are you saying? I'm on ParamountPlus.com, yes.
Yeah, that's I get when I use a VPN, I get a 406 warning. So obviously they're tracking things and crushing me, so I need a better VPN. But I'm gonna wait for this one to run.
I think it was RKO last time with his very weak schoolgirl bladder that got us all those goals. So if he can just go to the bathroom a lot tonight, we'll be in good shape.
Everything be peachy.
Yeah. Hopefully he's had a lot to drink and he's getting ready to sprint to the loo. You still don't have anything? Should I just
Yeah, I think you're going to have to carry it for a little bit, and I'll jump in here as soon as I can find it. I'm just waiting a minute, and it says it's coming, and I'm going to trust it because I know somebody who has done this previously. And I suspect I'll be way behind wherever you are.
All right. Let's switch a few things around here. Here we go. I think we're all set here. Game's about to start. I guess it's officially started, but the Paramount stream doesn't have it started yet. Well, this color for Preston makes them look like they have on some like goalie unis. It's a fluorescent like color over the top of the blue. We're underway. Ball's kicked out to the Right side. It's in our end. Defending it pretty well. Ball's just being headed back and forth. Normal beginning to a game. Tick tock, back forth. Ball's booted down deep into the corner. We're not going to be able to get to that. It's going to roll out for a goal kick. Yeah, the kits are pretty rough. Here's the goal kick. We're up, pressing and everything, not getting back. We're showing we're gonna be all over him. Hard first touch by Moore. Ended up giving it up back to the keeper for them. Ball's deep into our zone. It's getting knocked around. We recover. Hyam swings it over. Max. Little misplay there. Throw in for us. Kind of weird start. We're not particularly flying around and overly energetic. Is Thomason at left wing back? Hugo's asking. They move all over the place, but he is in today. I think that's the position he's playing. Ball's played a little too deep by them. Wrexham backline gets it, swinging it around. Play as we try to go up through the middle. I think that was Longman with the misplay. Thomason, sorry. Ball, deep corner. Wrexham with it. Bring it into the box. Slow to get up there. If we had some more players moving a little faster. Ball's in the edge of the box. There it is. Ball's lost by Broadhead or Windass, whoever was wearing the gloves there. It's hard for me to see. I'm watching this on my cell phone instead of having it up on one of the screens. I wasn't necessarily expecting to be the one doing the commentating, so I'm having a hard time seeing it when they don't zoom in at all. It's going to be a throw-in. I do like the sponsor Spud Bros. I mean, not that I've had Spud Bros Spuds, but kind of a cool name, I think. Plus, I love French fries, or chips, as you may call them. Ball's being knocked around. They're pressing us. Ball's back to Arthur. It's always dangerous in my mind here. What's he going to do with this? Takes forever and just pops it out to the left to nobody. Ball gets knocked out by Preston. We get a throw in on the side in our zone. Showing the Preston coach a lot instead of the field. I don't know why. This is the longest forever throw in. Don't know what's going on there. Gets immediately headed back out. Gonna throw it back in again. Ball's getting knocked around. Played back to their keeper. Giveaway on that side. Any call by the ref there? Yes, does call it. Whiteman. It's always the white man. Takes out Broadhead.
I think I've got it.
Sean's saying he thinks he has it.
It is pixelated as all hell. And I'm at 5 minutes and 5 seconds, so you'll have to let how far behind I am with you.
Only a few seconds from the clock, and
it goes in and out. But
you wanna move up front and center?
sure, let's do it. Matty James standing on it. Free kick coming right-hand side, probably about 35 yards out. Going to try and, he's on the left side, going to try and pump it over and across and find a head. He's got it forward, headed down, lost, and they come the other way. That looks like small to me. Or is that Daniel Jebison? It is the Canadian Jebison on the run. He got it to small, and then it's interrupted there. Well done by Thomas in cover, able to get back and at least get that out for a throw-in. I'll take a 6-5 scoreline with Jebison scoring 5 goals. Waiting for the throw-in. Now I can bring up all the other stuff as I haven't looked at the chat or nothing. It's brought in, thrown in. Ooh. Frokjar Jensen. Frokjar. That's just a great name. Frokjar.
I was hoping to get the exact pronunciation of it. It looks really good. Frokjar.
Frokjar. There we go. Leicester up 1-0 on Derby. Thanks, W&G.
Do you like a perfectly cooked steak? Frokjar.
Frokjar. Sheaf with it. Bounces it off of Frokjar. Cleared down the pitch. And this is where the battle is more. You've got to call that. Like, I'm okay with a little bit of grabbing, but that's not more flopping. That's more getting hugged, cuddled, coddled. And a little bit too much for me. Headed down. Here they come the other way. Doyle with it. Up forward, over to Cleworth on the switch as Broadhead came over on support. He's looking for options. Longman on the right-hand side. Longman goes back. Sheaf recollects, moves it to the left. And it's all the way back. Sheaf has it, searching for options. But the good sign is here is we're searching. The midfield has been given options, and even though that pass goes too far for Longman, I'll take that. Eight minutes coming up now. Waiting for Iverson to get us back underway. Right foot. It's pretty bad when you play the team twice and you have to look up the keeper to find out his name. Hold on. I gotta go. Oh, I've locked my wife out. I'll be right back, Brendan.
All right. Ball's inside the box, getting swung around. Gets kicked out wide. They're coming down, approaching midfield on the left side. Shut that down pretty quickly, swing it back around. Passing it around, they swung it all the way over to the right side.
I'm sorry. I'm streaming, bud.
They're going to bring it back to the keeper. Taking their time. Looks like they're going to be playing a possession game today. They try to push it up in the middle. Here's a play for them, breaking free. Defense is there. They try to flop. Ball scoots out. Arthur goes over, slide right into him. A big collision. Arthur's hurt.
Well, that was a mass scramble. Jebison with an opportunity. It comes free from him. He falls down easy, trying to get the penalty. No call. That's approach period. It goes over to the right-hand side. Potts trying to get in to grab it. And Hugo, the thing with third game with Preston and not knowing their keeper is always a bad sign, which is sort of indicative as to how the game goes. But well done on Ogonko to go out and grab that one and get at it.
It's cute.
Everybody taking their time, 10 minutes and 30 seconds coming up on the clock. And I hope that everything's all settled up. Don't do dating shows.
Thomason or Sheaf that let the ball roll right past him that caused that chaos?
I missed it, to be completely fair, because I was jumping back in right when
the offensive player for Preston North End had two hands shoving Hyam while he's trying to play the ball. And it was Sheaf, maybe, that is the other Wrexham player trailing, and the ball just trickles right past him because the Preston North End guy was way too focused on pushing the defender out of the way.
I got no highlights up on this.
Here comes they're replaying it right now, or they're going to be.
So that was Longman coming back. Positive start at the end of the day. I mean, the last game where the frustration was is we had absolutely nothing going offensively for extended periods of time and just couldn't connect through the midfield. That's changed. Hull up 1-0 on Middlesbrough. We're back underway. It settles down there, and that's with Whiteman, their midfielder, who cleaned up so much in the midfield. He's able to do it for there. He gets it up, and that's Jebison now dancing around. Gives it away. Broadhead has it, trying to find options, waiting, holding, draws it back. Matty James recycles back to Doyle, will steal a possession. Well done by the lads. Hyam to Cleworth now. Let's get into it. I'm trying, Tim. Kids are great. Love having them. They're absolutely adorable. It's just when Wrexham's on. Until he's able to contribute himself. And the youngest is the only one who is enjoying watching football. I will cast them into the ether. Long balls, searching for Windass, not there. Longman, open space, fills it. He's got Windass over on the right-hand side, 19 yards out, looking for Kiefer Moore across, too heavy and too close to the goalkeeper, and Iverson just easy collect. But there are chances here. There are chances here. Opportunities, not really plenty available. Ofaya. Moving it forward, press on. Ofaya trapped. He's able to beat the press with a pass through. That one got up to Devine. He turns it and curls it around, and it's a long ball forward, and we got two defenders back, but nicely chested down to Matty James by Hyam. Bold, confident that his teammate's going to be there, but it all works out. Longman. Cleworth. Longman. Matty James all on our side of the halfway line. Stupid keeper. Exactly at the end. Doyle to Hyam. Who is this possession-based club that we're watching? Center back kickabout. Doyle. Broadhead now. Spins it over right-hand side. Cleworth has some space to operate. Longman up on the right-hand side. Gives it to him 20 yards out. Looking for a cross. There it is. Far side. And again, too close to Iverson. And the stupid keeper does his stupid job. Yeah, I wish I could have watched that one, Kim. Ipswich outplaying Coventry. When was the last time Coventry's been shut out? That'd be an interesting stat. I mean, they've been thumping goals in sort of at will. Longman with it. Looking. Asked for a foul off Longman on the sort of the hockey interference play where the defender jumps in front of Longman, not able to allow him to get back and go upfield to get to the ball. So it rolls out. It'll be a throw-in for Preston. Thrown in, battle there. Matty James, well done to work it over. Windass tries to get it. Moore's there, framing his man out. The fans are on the referee trying to get something as Lindsay has him all corralled. I didn't think there was enough in that one, but there's certainly been enough in others that I think that you could give the free kick. Fascinating. W&G with the stats. Ipswich is the only club that Coventry didn't get a single point from this season. Throw in for us. Halfway. Sheaf collects it, throw back, plays it back to Ogonkwo. We'll steal possession by building up through our center backs. Weird. Cleworth with it into the middle of the pit. Doyle's falling back to give him an option on the left. Finally given over to him. Doyle with it now, looking up to the middle of the pitch. Misses 2 red kits, and instead it just goes harmlessly back to Ofaya. Come on now. Ofaya, nice little flip up over top, and it's played on to the running Ofaya. Well done there as they've blasted all the way up towards the zone 18 area and then kicked out by Hyam. Devine now collects it 35 yards out, looking for options. Devine grabs it again, stabbed forward, intercepted, knocked it clear, but they'll recycle again through Devine halfway line. It's a quiet crowd today, no? Given that all the PNE fans are there, and you were talking about them, Brendan.
Yeah. Well, I don't have the volume up at the stadium. You do, so you can tell.
It might be the quietest it's been, and the gains are high because I can hear like individual fans heckling and screaming.
Preston looked pretty, into it pregame. The fans, so.
Millwall up on Bristol City, and Kim just highlighting their Coventry at 0 points. It's been extended center back kickabout as finally Preston starts to push forward. Ofaya again on halfway line. Yeah, Small decided to opt back and goes with Devine, and they're going to go to the right-hand side and test it through Story. No, they're not. More center back kickabout. On cue, the fans get a little bit louder, but when the claps are louder than the voice, they're just not into it. Moore trying to steal from Lindsay, can't. Long ball over top, Longman not able to get to it. Jabison flopping. We're taking his passport away. That's not Canadian. Yeah, I'm with you, Denise. Are we that restless? Are we nervous? Cleworth through the middle of the pitch. Moore lays it up for Windass. He stabs it over. Broadhead has it. Wide side, Thomason. Doyle joins on the run. Broadhead going forward, 35 yards out. Doyle with it, diving towards 19 yards into the area to Broadhead. Plays it back for Doyle. Flips back. Windass now looking for options. Scoofed up, trying to find Longman. Can't do it, and it's cleared. Cleworth, though, bops it up in the air, and can it get settled down? Broadhead can't get to it. And now Jabison has it. And Jabison got one. You patsy. Pansy? Patsy? Either. I don't care. Not fulfilling his Canadian duties at all. Like, that's just weak. That's a foul on Cleworth, but you're not going to call the same shit on Moore or the other side? Like, set the standard. I'm okay with it. But there's no way that Jabison's getting manhandled certainly
close
not
to Moore.
Definitely not Moore.
They're molesting Moore then.
They're molesting Moore, and that was a hand on the hip. Garbage. Small with it, taking on Cleworth. Longman. Longman fell, got back up. The ball gets centered forward. or entered into the box, I should say. Broadhead can't keep control, and it's going to go back, and it's a scramble run for Thomason to collect it. Hooks it. It bounces, hits the ground, comes clear. Kiefer Moore with the ball midfield, trying to look for options and support. Playing advantage on that one. Cleworth over to Longman as Moore got put out, and here we go into the area. Right footed, blocked. Windass, and that had a chance going over that far left corner, but it got blocked out. It'll go for a corner kick as Lindsay potentially saved a goal here. I don't know if the keeper could have got there when he stuck that heel in. Was that going in? It would have been bloody close. But as it is, it's a corner from the right side. I just want to watch Lindsay and Moore battle here. That's the Matty James, right-footed out swinger from the right-hand side. Lined up, Kiefer Moore was open, but defender able to get his head on it and clear it. Longman puts it back in, bounces around, comes clear it out again. Touches in the box, we're there, and yes, stupid defense is right, Deandra. Moved forward and too heavy for Longman. It is promising. It looks good. Like the smell test is certainly on. We're going to give up chances, but defensively, the three in the back have been really, really good at taking control of those long balls and finding a way to at least slow things down and disrupt. And we've been able to push the ball on the ground and connect things forward. Ooh, Kim with the bold prediction there. Will not get 5 goals today. Cleworth on the throw-in, steals it, nicks it, and well done by him. It's back to Doyle in the middle of the pitch. He's looking for option. Moore has to be offside unless he was put on. No, he was put onside by the man on the right. It's free. It's 18-yard box, right footer! Big save, Iverson! Another one, big save, Iverson! Back-to-back thumping right footers by Moore and Windass, stopped by Iverson. He was put onside, Doyle was, by Ofaya. Came forward on the left-hand side, probably from 10 yards out. His first shot blocked. It was Broadhead with the right footed, got its way through, and then blocked and cleared. It comes out again, and Moore stopped. And Deandra's throwing things around. I'm sure of it. Stupid keepers. Doyle pushed forward, blocked down, danger there. Hyam's got to be careful, clears it, but just puts it in the middle of the pitch. Jabison gets disrupted. Preston fans crying. The battle is on. Moore and Lindsay. Sorry, that wasn't Lindsay. That was Story that time. I just assume it's going to be Lindsay. Do you want? But he's making big saves, Kim. We talk about practice? Averson pushes it down. Preston searching, gets it forward. Armstrong, 18-yard box. He's just inside the area. Draws it back, right foot shot. Ogonkwo. Solid save. I can't say big save because it was right in his breadbasket by Fruck. Yeah. The impressive part, he caught that. That's the impressive part.
He finally caught it.
He caught it.
He caught it.
There was no rebound, no scramble.
Hallelujah.
It was Adam, and he caught it. They're saying Frockier had 8 goals in Denmark and looking uncomfortable here. Jebison, ball stolen from him. Matty James, man on. You could hear the crowd get going in uproar to let him know that there was a man coming up on his backside. No one ever wants a man going up their backside. Cleworth with it. Fluky save by some guy in the Preston net. Got it. Push forward. Well done. Outmanned by 2 and was able to get it up to Broadhead. And it's back to Doyle with an extra stolen possession here. Windass goes on a run, but instead it's flicked out trying to find Longman. It's headed. Is it going to stay in? If it goes out, it's a throw for us, 35 yards out. Oh, man. Everybody sees me get lit up on a dating show, and now I'm getting criticized and tarred and feathered in the chat. Clueworth with it.
We all know you drink fruity drinks, so now no one respects you.
There it is. I was trying to be witty. It's funny. Clueworth with the ball. I don't really like it. Matty James with the ball down to Longman.
You know, now we're all going to be sending you monkey mugs for you to drink.
Clueworth missed on that one. Wrexham match not on live in the UK, so hoping to watch Birmingham will lose against Southampton. And the frustrating thing is, it's not on live, but it's not a 3 p.m. blackout, so it should be on Sky somewhere. We're sitting here watching a guy talking about the game. The only people who have the freaking TV show on, well, okay, I shouldn't say that only because it might be watching elsewhere, but Canada don't got it. The UK don't got it. I don't know, Australia, New Zealand, anybody else? We're stuck here watching dodgy streams from the US. Small, left-hand side, taking on Longman, pushes it forward, filling the gap there. Alfie Devine. Sorry, I thought that was a 27, not a 21, and it threw me off because I was like, who's that? Small with it, 20 yards out. Longman still on him, looking for options. 3 defenders there, 3 attackers there. Devine and O'Fire are with Small. He goes to the corner, holds it up, and he's able to get it into the area. It bounces around, and Ogonkwo grabs that one. Sort of a surprise opportunity as we go on the counter attack. 2-on-2, Broadhead and Moore looking for Lindsay's. There's a gap there. There's a gap there. He's going to take it and it just missed to the right-hand side. He had Moore, decided to go shot, not necessarily against it, but just missed to the right side by a foot. Would you have been passing that one? Brian. I'm going to be jealous of you guys in January. Ugh. Oh, he had opportunity. He just missed it. I'll be jealous of you guys come the Nottingham Forest game because that's when I got to pay $40 a month for as long as Wrexham stays in the FA Cup. It's one of those things where I love them when they advance, but I also curse the fact that it's going to cost me another month. Paid for 3 subscriptions and none of them are working. We want Birmingham to win when it helps us in the table or when they play Swansea. Other than that, they can go pound sand, the Blue Noses. Battle, kickabout through the middle of the pitch. Moore chests it down, gains control and gets it to Longman. And that's the battle I was worried about. And so far, 29 minutes in, we've been winning it as far as being able to steal possession in the middle of the pitch. Always a good sign, and that's the difference in being able to have opportunities going the other way as Matty James has it. He's going to recycle through Hyam. Center back kickabout is on with Doyle. He's looking upfield. He never likes to go backwards, and so he tries Thomason on the left-hand side. Nothing there. Broad in support. Still don't have it, and it's given away. Oh, come. Oh, soft. Soft. Fortunate not to get a card. Sheaf didn't even touch him. What's in this challenge? Just inside of Cynical. He doesn't even touch him. Oh, it's not a clear trip, is it either? Shut up, broadcaster. If he doesn't touch the guy, it can't be a foul. Breathed on him. Anyways, 30th minute. It's going to be Divine giving directions from 40 yards out, trying to push it forward. Right footer into the box, headed up. It's still there. And, opportunity. Lindsay got his left foot on it. And he's between two men, and he pushes it far to the left-hand side and misses goal. And we'll get a goal kick out of that. Not happening. Bryn, we seem to be lacking Daves today, and it has me unsettled. The crowd is quiet. They're trying to get into it. Ogonko hit it, didn't like it. I thought it was going out, but instead it just went to the middle of the pitch and midfield battle, and we able to, well, get it down and
Damn, Dave, he's working for a living.
stupid work. Lindsay with it. Ofai over to his left. Center back kick about by PNE, and he's going to push it down the middle of the pitch. Not the best foot to ball by Cleworth. Goes straight out, and they'll take a throw in from the midfield stripe. Divine with the ball. Nicked. Middle of the pitch. Just lost it. Broadhead and Tom trying to grab that one there.
Isn't it time for Archeo to go to the bathroom?
Pretty soon, I would think. I think 42nd minute RKO, you've got a bathroom trip or do some dishes or something. Possession pretty equal, 27% in their half, 48% in the middle, 25% in our final third.
Wow, they go down so
easy. And but why wouldn't you if you're getting it?
You'd think you were watching a bunch of 5-year-olds and you want to protect someone from getting hurt or something. I mean,
I shouldn't have done it, but I looked up the referee. Whenever I do that, it's bad mojo.
is his nickname Pussy?
It's Ruben Ricardo. Never thought of myself as giving off warm and fuzzy. Possession to us. Cleworth with it. Looking down the pitch. Doesn't see anything he likes. Recycles it back. Hyam. Never goes backwards. Always forwards. And he pushes that one forward to Sheaf. Broadhead with it. Spun it back. Doyle with it. Cleworth is asking for it. Doesn't get it. Instead he goes forward. The rebound going to come the other way. Knocked down his right foot, and Divine chip shot. Got underneath it in the bunker, and it ended up just lifting off to the moon. Ogonko thumped it down the pitch, couldn't find more. It's going to end up coming free, and it's small working for him. He passes it out, and we're going to get a throw in 35 yards out. Clueworth. Sheaf. I hate how he says Cleworth. We're due, right, John? Giveaway. Farfanugan. Man, this broadcaster is a Preston homer. Oh my God, is that soft? Give him a card for the simulation, you absolute baby. Who is that? Frucker. Frickia. Yes, and do smash that like button. QPR, own goal, 1-1. I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling good in this one. We're looking good as much as the homer says Preston North End is turning it on us somehow. Moore can't get a header to that one as he's Story had him tied up. It comes forward and Doyle never goes backwards, only forward, gets it up to Thomason. Broadhead and Thomason scrambling, bring it back to Doyle. And he goes backwards to Hyam. Clueworth. Broadhead. Sheaf now. I'll dance away the halfway line looking for options as it goes back to Clueworth, and we're still looking for options. Too many fruity drinks. Well done by Moore, just fighting through that challenge from Ofaya. Ekes out an extra possession. Clueworth now with it. He's being grabbed and held, and finally the whistle blows. Yay! That's how it's supposed to be called.
Well, he took his virginity. He should get something out of it.
I was going to say, but he stood there and took it. But then you interrupted, and I couldn't say what I wanted to say. But that's how it's supposed to be played. You stand there and you battle, you fight through, you try to maintain possession, and Jefferson just gets his pocket picked by Sheaf. And then he won it back. The battle is on, and now Jefferson lost it, and now he's going to sulk in the corner. What a bitch. Moore with it. He's got some space, but he's got no support in the pass, not under attack, as Windass has to come back and get it. Now it's up to Moore. 20 yards out, over in the corner. Longman's eking up in support. Moore's all by himself. He's dancing all the way to the corner. The cross is there. Header! Scores! Keeper Moore can do it all. Yow! That cross was something amazing, and Broadhead standing there wide open. The big shock. The big shock. Woo, he has that in the repertoire, does he? All the defenders sitting there lazy, and the ball comes across a gorgeous cross from Kiefer Moore, who's just celebrating now by himself as he's meandering his way over. Wide open Broadhead, nobody expecting it. I'll admit, I didn't either. I was like, what's he going to do in the corner? And why is Longman not going to go and offer more support? Longman kind of held up. And then Moore's like, okay, fine, I'll do it all. And I'll beat you. Lindsay misses Broadhead because it's not Moore that's over there. He's all confused. And who was that for them that just got butchered? Was that Story on the opposite side? It was Story on the opposite side. And Moore fakes it going backwards. And right foot cross glory. Fuck me. I love seeing that combination, but it can end in June and July when the World Cup is on. Broadhead did get that one, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorely just saying I thought it was Broadhead that got it.
Yeah, they were just more with the cross. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Brad. Plus, I'm a homer for Wrexham, so it's more fun listening to a homer officiate than it is anybody, or commentate than it is anybody else, right? Moore did remarkable. I'll be honest, I didn't expect that. I didn't think that was in his bag of tricks. And apparently, the Preston North End defense didn't think it was in his bag of tricks either.
There you go.
Did you two have a pre-celebratory vesting before the game? A blue comment? Are we blue today? I'm confused. Story. Lindsay was at fault for the goal. Story given away here. Windass now 25 yards out. He's got support. Matty James is waiting for him. Is he going to flick on? And then the cross coming. Kiefer Moore is there. If Matty can find him, and it's blocked by Ofaya. Not out, though. Oh, a nice little pass over to Longman by James, and he's going to run towards the center of the pitch. Left-hand side, draws it out, 35 yards out. Doyle with it, flicked in, and bad pass. Bugger. Missed Broadhead on the pass, too far outside, and here comes Preston North End on the counter-attack is Divine. Lots of space. He's going to run. 35, still running. Somebody's got to take him. Somebody's got to step on. Shot, and just misses the net by 4 feet to the other side. Forget it. Let him shoot. We don't care. What are we talking about? I'm all confused. Blue. As in sorrowful? As in the screen is blue? What the hell's going on? Whatever it takes to just save. Oi! He called a free kick for an assault down the field. Ogonko thumps it down there. Moore goes to the ground, and the referee says, hey, you can't do that. Free kick. Puts both hands around his midsection. And Moore says, well,
it's like I just love him a little bit.
Just a little. Just enough to slow you up a little bit. Not a kiss, just a cuddle.
Yeah, I heard the music. I thought it was a slow dance.
Were we talking about dating today? That's all I was doing. Grab another one here. Left foot. Far post. Clueless over there. Can't get to it. Headed away from him. Ofaya looking for it. Windass holding up, and he grabs it. What are you calling? It's Emily Carney running the lines. Longman with it. Clueworth. Bounces around, but well done by Matty James. Loose ball, 3 red jerseys, 3 yellow jerseys, all sitting there staring at it, and Matty James says, or was that Ryan Longman? No, it was Matty James goes to collects it. Longman trying to steal a possession away and can't get it from Small. Or sorry, Ofaya. Ofaya now gets it to Small. And it's back to Everson. Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't want to say 18 points lost when we've had the lead. Got to stay away from that damn thing. Whiteman, Divine, spinning, it still with the ball. 20 yards out. Draws it back. Whiteman flicks it into the area, headed up, still in danger territory, and it's going to go out for a corner. Oh, flag up. Never mind. It's been entertaining. See, and this is the stuff I like when it goes back and forth like this. Showing the Moore highlight again. Fakes going backwards, goes forward. Story's all confused, and Lindsay completely lost Broadhead. Mr. Ricardo is talking to everybody. 44 minutes, coming up to 45. 2 minutes of added time? 3 minutes? Oh, there was people were down for a little bit there. Ogonko and the collision earlier. Collected there by Ofaya. Story, right-hand side to Potts. Leaves it there. Whiteman, back to Lindsay. Looks for Divine. Left-hand side, 45 yards out. Looking for options. Right foot, long ball. Flicked on. It's there for Ogonko to collect if he wishes to, and he decides, I'll knock it down. Two minutes of added time. Moore's been grabbing his thigh for a while, hasn't he? He was grabbing earlier, about 4 minutes ago, walking down the pitch.
No, that was the other team doing that.
No, but he was legitimately rubbing his thigh earlier. And he's still...
And they were legitimately doing it as well.
Trying to get him to the half in case there does have to be a sub. I think he's pointing that it happened down on something that happened towards the goal, and so hopefully it's just a niggle.
I don't know. That doesn't happen with hammies. Those are. He's just setting it up to get ripped if he goes back in because it's going to cool down at half.
Play with 10 men until the half, and then we'll see if more comes out or a sub. But he's clapping as though it looks like he's done.
Yeah, he should. Yeah, good. He should go right now. He should just go to Smith.
Yeah, he's going straight to the locker room. John Olsen saying Moore wiping off the cooties, which that's a North American slang term. The UK one's so much better. Lurgy. Wiping off the lurgy. Yeah, the broadcaster just saying it looks like somebody resigned to their fate, and I can't disagree with that. So we'll play 10 men for a minute here. No foul called there, so here comes PNE on the offensive left-hand side. Ofaya with it. Small, sorry. Taking on Longman, 20 yards out, curls away, has support there in Windass. He comes back to Ofaya, pushed over. Whiteman got it wide to the right-hand side. Preston searching. The whistles are going, trying to encourage the referee to blow it down. PNE pushing the ball forward, eking 35 yards out.
Are they swinging it around? If they're not going to go forward, blow it.
Just blow it down, yeah. He was down for about a minute and a half, so I could see this going to 48, 49 minutes before they blow it down. Flicked on. Danger is right there. It's loose, and Ogonko has to come out. And well done by him on the double ricochet to jump out and grab it. We'll take that. Bouncing around there. Nobody could get their foot on it, and Ogonko alertly grabs it. Ofaya far post just unmarked as the extra man, and it bounces around. He almost got that header off of his own player's backside, didn't he? Did he miss this header and fire it back? He did. He fired the header off of his teammate's
He's letting
leg.
this still go on. What the flock?
Well, it's another 30 seconds. He was down for an extended period of time here.
Jemison already in extra time.
Cut back pass. Up the air, loose man. Longman heads it, still in the area, bouncing around. Header and into the back of the head. That's a foul there. As Windass took that shot right in the back of the noggin. You got to take that crap out of the game. That's dangerous. Head to head, right in the back of the neck. Oh, to me, like that's a red. In ice hockey, that's an illegal hit. Where you're legally allowed to hit somebody, that's an illegal hit. He came at him at a 45-degree angle.
It was reckless, yeah.
Put his head into the back of Windass's head. That's reckless. It's uncalled for. That's a fucking red. Watch the angle he comes on. This is a lift. We're there. We're straight up. Windass is there, straight up and straight into the back of his head. That's a red. Like this is, shots like that have me concerned, and they're doing the hits assessment on him for a headshot. Like this can be concussion. You can ruin a man's career with shit like this. Like if I'm Parky and I'm on the bench,
Did they not even do a card on that?
how's he walking? I don't like it. He doesn't know where he's at. Yeah, have time to shake it off. Stuff it. He's done. He can't come out and play. If he does, I'll be disappointed, because when you take a headshot like that and you're out of it, you don't go back and play. Finally, the whistle blows. No card.
That's bullshit. He can't go back afterwards and do anything?
No, not retroactive. I mean, they can know that it happened. They blew the whistle, Denise, so we're back. We're just trying to get to the half so that we can use the free window. You get 3 windows for substitutions in any one game. And so when you're this close to the end, rather than use your window for 30 seconds, 45 seconds, you play a man down, or potentially 2 men down.
For like
4
minutes.
They'll make subs. I'm just going to assume that he shouldn't be back in there. So we're going to watch. What do you think Parky does? Do you think he goes back to his 3-5-2 and he just brings one person in and brings in somebody else to cover in the midfield?
I saw Smith up, so Smith's ready to go in. Smith's going in for more. The question will be if they would change formation based on Windass not coming back. If Windass is fine, I think it's just Smith coming in. If they're worried about Windass, then they may change formation.
Yeah, so but you can move Windass up and have him with Smith, and then you end up bringing Rathbone in the midfield, leave Thomason out there. You could bring Kakache in on the left-hand side and bump Thomason over into the midfield. Kakache is on the bench. They can do, Denise, what they did to James McLean, where they watch afterwards and they give a suspension, and that's something that I'd be messaging the league and saying, oh, this is cool. Your Paramount gives you a whole halftime show where they actually show everything going around the league. That's kind of handy.
Yeah.
Leicester City up 2-1 on Derby. I get to watch all of these.
Yeah, so on the bench we have Burton, Cody, Scar, Kakache, Barney, Dobson, Rathbone, Rodriguez, and Smith. Smith appears to be coming in unless they change their mind.
So Smith for more makes sense.
Yes. And then the question becomes, you have only Rodriguez at forward, right? To come in, and you have Barney, Kakache wings, Scar, Cody defense, and Dobson, Rathbone in the midfield. So, like, if you're gonna just move Broadhead up, pairing him with Smith, and you take Windass out, it depends. If you go defense, you go Dobson. If you're looking for a little more offense, you're doing Rathbone. I would rather see Rathbone and see us keep pressing.
Or you can bring Kakache in and move Thomason into the midfield.
He's fine where he is.
Sorry?
I think he's fine where he is. I'd rather see Rathbone come in.
You'd rather see him out there?
Yeah.
So we'll see how this goes. Smith and Rodriguez were a front pair last year, so go 3-5-2. That's what I think that's the option, is I think we're going to go back to who we were and what we were for.
It's a mistake for us to turtle up and try to, sustain the second half. We'll end up in a 1-1 tie or a 1-2 loss. So
I agree, but do we know what we're getting from Rodriguez yet? I don't know, and the concern that I have in doing that is you've got nothing left for late in the game if we do end up chasing it. So But yes, that goal was something. Have we had a goal of the year? Like that one was
Yeah, we've
shocking.
had some really good stuff. That wouldn't be it. You really think that's goal of the year?
I think more for just because that one completely shocked me. Is it the right footer from Windass earlier in the season, finding the corner? We haven't had a real team build all the way through and pocket it, right? There's still room, I think, for goal of the year to be stolen. Who's better, Kakache, Rathbone, or Rodriguez? Rathbone, 1,000,000%. Kakache hasn't shown anything to me other than he's fast and he gets injured.
We get to stay in the same setup, though. You could make a case that Windass is kind of playing an offensive-minded midfielder, and then you could talk yourself into saying Rathbone's a poor man's Windass, right?
Yeah.
So you could run the same setup and formation, just substituting Smith for Moore and Rathbone for Windass. I don't know. And then if you feel like you need to drop into a more defensive-minded thing, then that's when you bring in, you either shift Thomason back and bring in Kakache, or you bring in Dobson.
Yeah, John, I'm with you. That's the Kiefer Moore goal and the nice pass from Broadhead. Certainly could be in there for sure. Rathbone Smith could be fun. And I mean, you say Rathbone poor man's Windass, but you're saying that offensively. Rathbone, like if you're going to go on skill set, you've got Windass who's
but they both hustle around. They both, you can find them all over the pitch. And they can handle the ball. So
yeah, but John's identified it. I think what Brendan was saying is offensively, Windass is more of a goal scorer than Rathbone is.
That's all I'm saying.
Rathbone's he's probably the most well-rounded footballer we have on the club. He can stop you defensively. He can contribute and chip in offensively. He's not going. If you're to name top 3 offensive threats, Rathbone doesn't enter into the equation, where Windass will. If you're to say name your top 3 defenders, Rathbone doesn't enter into the equation, but he's close. If you name your top 3 midfielders for passing and control and that sort of stuff, Rathbone, he might eke into the top 3, but he's certainly close, right? So to me, I always think that in a game like this, where you've got 45 minutes left, you want the most well-rounded person available. He can pitch in or around the pitch if necessary, and hopefully we're able to do that. I do not want to see Windass for exactly what Bryn said. They gave Windass the full concussion protocol, the full assessment. They stood him up and he walked and he was looped. You're not putting him out there. You cannot. If you care about the health of your players, you do not put Windass out there. So that's just my take.
You want to do the stats?
Yeah, let's bring the stats up, and I got to bring them up on my end as well. Okay. 52%, 48% for us, XG, 0.5 for us, 0.3 for them. They led the way with shots 6-5, but we had 3 on target to their 1. And we had 1 big chance, and that was missed. That was Broadhead shifting it right, I'm assuming, or was that 2 of those bullet shots from the 18-yard, just inside the 18-yard box that missed? 190 to 179 passing, so equal a lot of the way through the lineup and through the statistics. Not much separating. Touches in the box were actually behind 14-11, but they haven't really looked threatening. Have you had a sense that they've been
not really
exceptionally threatening?
No.
Oh, and I just lost my stream. I hope that gets remedied here shortly. Looks like it is. Might just be the halftime refresh. It's I'm trying to think of one that Devine had that shot that if it was better, it would have been close, but he missed. You had that header right at the very end by Ofaya, who somehow headed it off of his teammate's boot, and it got collected. You had the shot from Frukya that went right into Lugonko's breadbasket. So, and John says, there's the definition to your point, Sean. I haven't been clenching that much. We need a clench meter on the top. As to how.
So we just got a bunch of people just jumped in, Julia and Mike. They don't know how we just lost two guys. Moore appeared to tweak a hamstring, and he left the game just before half, just walked right in. So he's definitely done. And then a header, Windass was defending, and a guy jumped in and headed him in the back of his head. Pretty brutal hit, and Windass was down for a while. So we think he may be out of the game as well.
Yeah, and so Moore walked out and looked like he wasn't coming back. Like that was an injury that was going to be a thing for him. And he was given the applauses over that one. So we played 10 men down for another minute and a half, and that's where that header. And I hate stuff like that. Like that's, like I said, hockey. If that hit was delivered, that's a 5-minute major. That's a 5-minute major penalty. And in football, where you're not supposed to have that contact, for that hit to have occurred is a red card offense and a suspension and 5 games. Like, take a flyer and go somewhere else. You have to have an appreciation for people's heads.
Yeah, at the very least, that was a I don't care if I hurt you.
Which is still a suspendable offense.
At the very least. If
he
not
jumped at him at a 45-degree angle.
Yeah. If not, I'm going to lay this guy out. Full intentional.
Yeah.
Which the thing is if the ball's super high and you're almost under it, you may not see people in front of you if you're looking up. To your point, running in from 5 yards away, and the angle he was looking up, there's no way he doesn't see Windass, and he knows he's going up into him when he hits him.
You're going to have to inform me on the J-Rod comment, John. Or are you talking J-Rod coming in? I don't think he's coming in. There is an option that I think Brendan and I both glossed over. And you're not talking J-Rod. You're talking Rodriguez, RJ, J-Rod. Not baseball. I think Brendan and I both glossed over him as an option immediately for 2 reasons. One, you've got nobody then to come in late if you end up looking for a goal up front, or if Smith goes down. And so I think you leave him on the bench and you take one of your midfielders. So the question for us was 3 options. If you bring Thomas and move him into the midfield and bring Kakache on, do you bring in Rathbone and keep sort of the offensive push, or do you bring Dobson in and sort of shell up a little bit? It's one of those things where, Julia, I think if you were live, you'd watch that and you might not have recognized how serious or significant that headshot was. It's sort of how headshots were. The problem and the concern that I had was just as to what so the trainer was and the response of the and maybe I am overreacting, and maybe he's just got a knock on the back of the head and he's fine.
Well,
but just from what I saw,
if you take a header to the top of your head or the top third of your head and it doesn't hit the temples, it's not that bad. If you get it in right, like he got it in the lower back half,
C1.
Yeah, like that's a tender spot in comparison. If you hit that as hard as he got hit, I'm guessing, that rung his bell. I mean,
so that garbage has to be taken out of the league. Something to chat GPT at another point is whether there have been suspensions in football / soccer, football for headshots. Because that's just not okay. So players are making their way out there. So we'll get lay of the land here pretty quick. And somebody in the UK will have to tell me. I mean, North American sports, yes, you guys have rugby. But as far as like we've got Sam Smith coming on, I don't see who the other player in, and maybe there isn't. Maybe Windass is out there, which I really don't like, and he is out there. Fascinating. Don't like it, and I hope he's okay. Because this is one of those things where if you play right after a concussion, you make it worse. This is why they give you the hit assessments. But you got to trust that the medical people looked at him, and got to trust Windass reported it fine.
This is like American football. They're forced to go into that little tent, and even though you had to carry the guy there and he couldn't stand on his own, he comes trotting back out and goes back out on the field. It's all a formality.
And they're supposed to be taking it away, right?
Oh, yeah. But they're often not. I've watched a number of guys,
we'll watch them
doing that thing where they're lying on their back and their arms are still in the air.
We're underway. Sorry, was just letting you know so you could bump the clock. We'll watch Windass. Things to watch for are just signs as to whether he's sluggish. Sheaf with the touch there knocked it back. So just the one sub then, and we'll see how it goes. How did he pass that one? I'm with you. Windass is back on the field. I would like to think there's no way that would fly in North American sport, but as Brendan said, it does seem to happen sometimes. But there certainly seems to be a strong push for that preservation and protection of players to be occurring. Sheaf moves it forward. Smith and trying to hunt him down. Yeah, puking would be a sign. Sluggishness is another one. Just getting winded easy. He's up on the right-hand side marking here. And I'm on the wrong thing to follow along here as Lindsay has the ball. Gets it up to Story over to the right-hand side. Potts. And that's kicked out, and we'll take a throw in, and we don't know where to take it from as Story just thumped the hell out of that one. There's Jed. Thanks for that one. The UK football concussion rules are wishy-washy. The running off the ball and that sort of stuff from Windass seems to be okay from now, so we'll take it. I feel like I have to join you, John, on that apology for Broadhead. When he's on, he's on. When he's on, he's golden. Old-time hockey, Eddie Shore. Call Windass slap shot. Beat his man Longman. Now they're all the way around. Right foot blocked by Cleworth. Longman tries to get it and can't. Pushed over. Small running forward. And it goes out. There's the pass too heavy. And Whiteman says, you're supposed to run a straight line. We'll get the pass a little bit better. Yeah, Mike, I'd expect that from the rugby as well. I just don't know if they've ever cracked down on it in football just because stuff like that happens so infrequently. But that was, small jumping into the back of. Anyway, we'll focus on this one. 1-0, 47 minutes and 45 seconds gone now. This P&E trying to push it forward. Jebison reaching for it, and he falls and hits the ground. You can't call that a foul. Why? We're running away for the ball. Jebison, you non-Canadian bitch. Send it, take your passport away. Like, watch this. He's running. No. Doyle's running for the ball.
This ref is awful.
Broadcaster who's been pro Preston says that was a bit soft. Divine free kick. 23 yards away, 22 yards away. There is a wall in place. Two men. Ogonko there, and here it is. Lifted up, far post. Easily headed away, but bounced around back to a header, and it's headed loose. Somebody get a clearance shot here. Headed in the back of the head again, pushed. Now I'm just all worried about it. It seems to be like an ongoing thing. Just a push in the back and a little bit of a sell job, to be completely fair, by Matty James. And the ball comes loose. Well done by Thomason. Gets it to Broadhead. Put forward Smith. And if he was onside, that would have been an amazing pass that was pushed forward there by Windass. And here comes the counter. Preston, far left-hand side, running forward. That's Frukja. Draws it back, 20 yards out. We're falling too far back into the 18-yard box and giving them too much space. Small with it. Looking to take on Longman. Cross isn't there. Frukja with it. Windass gets back to add some forward. Far post. Jabison there. It collides into Ogonkwo. It's going to go all the way out, and it's a throw-in. I hate Donnell Jebison. I hope he doesn't make the Canadian national team and David Prince takes his spot. Or Prince David, sorry. Throw in, right-hand side. Tried to flick it on, couldn't do it, and it goes straight out. Donnell Jebison bumped into him. How are you, Rock Chick? I'm all for sending him off. Ruben Ricardo. To be fair, well, I'm not going to say anything that'll jinx it. John, now you're getting greedy, John. Wants a Smith goal.
I want someone to truck the little referee there.
The official? 45-degree angle, head on head. Oops, accidental.
Truck the referee, then flop yourself as he's lying on the ground.
Lindsay has it. Center back kickabout. Going to get it over to the right-hand side to Story. He's got Potts. Finds them. Pushed forward. That's Armstrong. Comes loose. Interfere. Give it to him. Doesn't give it to him. Sheaf pushes it out to Longman instead of looking for Smith in the middle of the pitch. Longman now taking on Ofaya towards the line. Right foot. Heavy. Thomason now. We're going to try and get up there and take on Potts for it. The push is on. Potts grabs it. Settles back. And he bangs it off of Thomason. It'll be a throw in the corner. Man, these new glasses I got do not like this headset. That might be better. Matty James steals it, grabs it. Clueworth has it. Open space over on the right-hand side with the switch. He fakes to Longman, runs it forward, and then lays it off. Longman now has it for Sheaf, who's filled Clueworth's spot. Doyle wants the ball on the switch. It's to Matty James instead. Hyam now. We're going to go back on the right side. Sheaf to Clueworth. Windass makes himself available. To be fair, Windass has been running around and looks pretty good. Sheaf with it. Doyle, 35 yards out. Broadhead, heavy. What was Thomason doing there? I don't even know, because that's too heavy to just be a touch to himself. He just gave it away, and here they come 3-on-2 on a counter. Longman's got to get on his horse. He's free, and he's clear, and he's walking in. Big save, Ogonkwo! Ryan Longman on the backtrack, just getting outpaced by Small. Has the opportunity, and Ogonkwo steps out. We're going to go on the counter, and it's going to go loose, and we'll take a throw-in. We're not going to take a throw-in? On his left foot, opportunity. Longman's not going to get there. It's basically one-on-one at that point, 17 yards out, and he steps there. And John, and unclench. Whew. I would much prefer to have a boring rest of the second half now. Just kick the ball around those center backs for ever. So we've given it away there after the throw in. It's scooped up and flicked on. We've got coverage, and Hyam able to advance it forward and try and get it to Doyle. Not able to settle it down, but frames out his man, and there's a battle in the midfield, and Potts is able to settle it down for them. Frakyar. Given away there. Ogako's going to need some lotion after this game. We're all going to need lotion after this game. I don't think boring is in today's bingo card. Not at all. Windass with it. 35 yards out, looking for options. Finds Longman over on the right-hand side. Too heavy with the pass. Doyle, Brody, Thomason on that left-hand side. It has been pretty sexy, to be completely fair. Boot to the head. Nothing given. We're going to let it play on. You got to blow it down. He took a fucking foot to the head, you donkey. Frukyar with it. Matty James coming back. Dispossesses him of the ball. James, long ball, put it on to Smith. It's going to run a little long, so Smith is just going to settle it down 9 yards away from goal in the corner. Nice pass to Thomason. He's looking, cut back pass. Windass! Couldn't curl it. Got it wide. Ugh. Boot to the head. Doesn't even get a whistle in this match. Potts. And to be fair, we bent over to, I think it was, I don't even know who it was. Did you see Brendan? Bent over and it was at a 45-degree angle trying to head the ball. So it wasn't like it was an egregiously high kick, but he took a boot to the noggin. Giveaway there, we give it right back. Matty James into battle there. Free kick.
They just have to lie down and they get the ball.
Just fall. Just fall. Like, this is just a battle. They grab each other.
Zero attempt to stay on your feet. Zero,
yeah. Whiteman. I couldn't tell either, to be fair. Divine. Right in the middle of the pitch. 40 yards, 35 yards away. Lots of options. Everybody looks confused. Shoots it down towards the near post, headed towards the middle of the area, and it's just cleared out. Well done by Thomason. Had to get rid of it, had to clear it, as there was a Preston player just waiting on the ball to get to him right from 9 yards in front of the net. Could Ogonko come and have gotten that one? I don't know. I still think Swansea wins that one, RKO. We're getting close to Swansea level. I was going to be insulting there. Let me reframe my words because that wouldn't have been the right one to use. Whiteman, right-footed out swinger going far post. Wide open! Whew. The net rippled on that one. Made me Divine smashes that. And he bangs it off the side netting.
How is that guy unmarked?
How far did he miss? He got back of the net. He missed by 6 feet. Valentine out for Potts, which makes sense. I haven't seen anything from him on the right-hand side. Like, I think he's only touched the ball 3 times. Ogonko gets us back underway, headed forward there. Story goes up and grabs it, but we're able to collect it. Thomason, nice play, advances it forward towards the goal line. Smith is there, cross, far post. Longman, can he get there? Oh, just headed away by Ofaya. If that had an inch higher, I think that would have landed right on Longman's foot. But as it is, they're in the corner, battle on. Ofaya and Small fighting over it. And Ofaya on a long run. 5-on-4 now. Numbers, Jebison, is he going to flop because he's in a battle with Haim? Hey, that's a right-footed punch in the back of the head. Well done. Well done by Haim. Jebison flailing his arms, pops Haim in the side, and so Haim disposes of him unceremoniously onto the ground. Watch this. The reach around smack of the head. He knew that was coming. He intentionally did that one. Mark that one down. 59 minutes and 50 seconds. Right-footed back punch to the back of the head. And from a hockey guy, he knows that. And Haim just says, not today, and just dumps him on the ground.
But to be fair, all he had to do was just sneeze at him. And
you tell me, did you see that as a punch?
No, absolutely not.
No, from Jebison on Haim, no?
Oh, he tried to. Yeah, I don't know that he connected all that well. He threw his arm back and whipped it, tried to do one of those
forward and tried to smack him in the back of the head. You might have to take over temporarily as for the joy of the dodgy stream.
It's out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in. Ball's in. They have it at midfield, working it around.
I'm at 60 minutes and 41 seconds.
Wow,
45 seconds. Did I go backwards?
Oh, no, you're up backwards. I had 61-25.
I've gone way backwards, but I don't dare play with it. That's the thing. So no.
Oh, I think you probably do. All the talk about touching in the box, I'm thinking.
Whiteman has it, gets it over to Ofaya. Moving on. Right-hand side. Well done by Valentine. Way better than Potts. Gave up the ball eventually, but beat two men before he got it over, and it's cleared down. Smith.
Oh, my God. He just tackled him.
Oh, you must be way ahead of me. No spoilers.
I think he's playing the wrong football game. He didn't even play the ball. He just...
Valentine with it. Grabs it back. Iverson, left-hand side. I'm only at 62 minutes, and so you might be 20 seconds ahead of me there. Well done. Grabs it. Smith. Oh, now I just jumped forward. Now I'm at 62-31.
Yeah, you're back on track, basically.
You missed the tackle. 19 yards. Matty James with a free kick opportunity right next to the goal line. Let's get some magic in this. Go up 2-0 and put this bastard away. John, I want this goal so bad. Me too, man. Somebody from a deep run. Right foot into the area. Headed, and we'll take... Oh, it's back. Still there. Headed down. Ah, Kluwerth had it. And right on target. Anywhere to the left, anywhere to the right. And now PNE on the counter attack. It's 3-on-2. Hurry up, boys. Beats his man into the box. Deflection. It's... I thought that was going in the back of the net. Oh, but that went wide. The way that Ogonko was reacting on that one, I thought that was beating him to the middle of the net, but instead I think it was maybe just a relief as Fruckyap crosses it and it ends up getting deflected and going out of play. Second Preston change. 2 windows burnt. Fruckyard is out. Smith, tall body. Wow, Portsmouth up on Charlton. That's an interesting one. 1-0. Right-footed in-swinger on the corner. Here they come. Whistle blows. Delivery. Close to the net. Far post. Ogonko got the punch. Flicked it on. Don't think he necessarily had to, but it'll go for a throw. Yes, he was. Sheffield. John's clenching way more. The clench meter's up to like a full 85%. Cross, far post, 3 yellow jerseys over there. Nice. Well done on the battle. Gets it clear. Was that Clueworth? There was a penalty for an appeal, but that was just a battle between two guys. Danger into the box again. Right foot. Jebison can't find it. It's wide open. 19 yards. Sets it up. No, he doesn't. Gets it out. This is Valentine. He's going to chip it far post. Head it up. Head it over. Missed on the clearance. There's the clearance, but not far enough. Valentine almost able to get it. And we're doing what we did in the first match when we played up in Preston, where we're just now into a defensive shell and we're going to just live here, apparently. Come on. Thomason gets it to Broadhead. He's going to settle it down. Smooth. See, this is what we didn't do in Preston, so I'll take it back. Because we're looking for options and comfortable with the ball, passing it around.
Come on.
And nothing there. Really? All right, Lindsay grabs Smith, pulls him to ground, but no foul given. How is that any different than the Whiteman battle in the middle of the pitch?
That's what I want to know.
I'm getting frustrated and grumpy. Everson. Right foot's down deep down the left-hand side. Wrong shoulder to Clueworth, but was able to get to the ball. Knocks it down. Small. Draws it back. That looks like Devine. Pushes it to Valentine, one of the substitutes, over on the far corner. He's being taken on by Thomason. Gets around him. Thomason fills the gap, and so he gets it loose. Is that Smith? No, that's... who was that? Story was helping out over on that side. Right foot into the area, headed away. Ofaya is going to collect it. Their center backs pushing all the way forward. It's just Lindsay back. Ofaya and Story on both sides, moving quite forward to maintain possession. Trouble here, 20 yards out, right-hand side. Valentine cross comes loose. It bounces to a... somebody get the ball. The ball is landing on their feet, and it's frustrating the tar out of me as Valentine goes again. And it's going to go out for a corner.
They got to do something. We're gassed here.
Subs. This is where it subs. You're at the 67th minute. You've seen them come in and use up 2 windows. You've got to do a thing.
We're on our back foot here. This is where coach needs to do something.
Manage the game. Whiteman there. Emily Carney looking on. Right foot out swinger from the right-hand side. It's up. Danger. It's still up. Straight up. It's still right where it was. It's headed away. Well done. Was that Sam Smith who got it over to Matty James who pumps it out? And Parkey's got it, and he's going to bark instructions, and he's going to hold on to the ball for a little bit. Now he's going to give it to the referee for coming over. He's going to get a card.
At least he's doing something, trying to F shit up.
To his credit, he gave him the ball as soon as the player got over and grabbed it. But Parkey just getting a little bit of...
Look at that. He just falls down for no reason.
Uh-oh. 2-on-1 here. Opportunity, but well done by Heim to interrupt that one. Thomason, we're not defending well at the moment. We got loose bodies everywhere and too many gaps. And here's an opportunity to go on the counterattack. Broadhead on the run. Nice pass. He's got Smith over on the left-hand side. Pass over. Smith is there. Left footer. Oh, it stopped. Just barely as Everson falling to his right, able to do what goalies do. Bugger.
Better first touch, and he...
and that was in the back of the net? Yeah.
Yeah.
Subs. Subs.
At least Parky's awake on this one. This was the time you needed to.
Rathbone and Dobson.
Well, there's the Rathbone for Windass.
Windass is off. Yeah.
Well, that is a funny run in.
He just doesn't look like a footballer sometimes. You know what I mean?
That looks like.
But he's that goofy kid on the playground when you were growing up that would just butcher you, and you'd be looking at him as he runs in, and you'd be like, "How?"
That compared just second to Steven Seagal running.
Right footed in swinger, corner, far post. It's still there, header! Just missed to the right-hand side. I thought that was in too. I think we should see Rodriguez today. Just like the Divine one, I thought that one had a chance. Just to the right. Missed opportunity there. Doyle. If that was on target, that was in the back of the net. And John, keep clinching, man. But he just responds with the poo. You can hope Kakachi gets minute. I'd be happy if he gets sent off. To the moon works for me. What? You haven't called a foul the whole game, and Dobson steps up there and breathes on him, and Ofaya goes to ground, and you're going to give a free kick on that? That was the softest call of the game. Absolutely nothing in that one, Mr. Ricardo. Even Dobson's confused. Divine with it. Going to push this one forward. 71st minute just goes up. I don't think it hit the post. I think it just missed. But I'll be honest, I'm a little pixelated here. Straight to Ogonko, who caught it. He's going to play it down the right-hand side. Lift that. Oh, a little bit too heavy. Right idea, a little bit too much muscle, and it's going to go all the way to Iverson. Bryn's blood pressure is rising. We do need this one. Somebody go to the bathroom. Hit the bog up. Sheffield United taking out Stoke 2-1 right now. Oh, Jebison, you need a yellow card for simulation. 71-2. A muscular challenge on him off the ball. I'm Lovenheim right now. Not standing for it. Show the replay if you think that was a heavy challenge. Ogonkwo. Smith called with the foul for being too assertive. Oh my God. Is it going to be like this? Jebison flops. No call given. 72-20. My word. Smith disengages as to not call a foul on that one, and under Lindsay's height just can't get control of it. And somebody has to tell him to just keep playing his game. We'll give away the fouls if we have to. But you can't just give away the possession without the opportunity. Dave's got his astronaut diaper on. 73 minutes. It feels like an eternity is left in this one, the way it's been going. Thomason out, challenging Valentine. Nicks the ball. Well done. Counters there. Smith is open in the middle. Can he get it to him? He's going to run it on. Left foot opportunity if he wants it. Left foot. Thomason, he loses control. Chipped it. Oh! The woodwork. I thought it was out of play too, but nobody put the flag up, and so it comes down, and Smith has a wide open header, and he hits the woodwork on a scramble play. Ah! The Lino trying to help us out because I thought for sure that went out. Balancing now. We're going end to end on this one. I need Advil and something for my heart. Oh my God. Into the area. Kick back out. Now we've got a player tumbling on the ground. It's Hyam. He gets back and covers. Oh, opportunity, 18-yard, and then, right foot follow through on the shot, and it just took out one of our players. Right foot swinging at the ball, goes through the ball and misses it. And now why? The whistle had gone. For what purpose? Smith had his man beat. It was a one-on-one and away. And he blows it down. The ball was out of play. Thomason drew it back, and if Smith would have put that in the back of the net, it would have been fun. I hate that Smith was on a foul that they committed, and Smith is running free one-on-one around the corner, and they hold it up and say, no, take your free kick. Thanks, ref. Gabalok. Final window here, 75th minute. 2 subs coming in for Preston. We got 2 windows left. Throwing forwards into the muck mix. Lindsay with it, draws it back. Whiteman pushes forward. Smith, right-hand side to Valentine. 35 yards. In area, ran in front of Hyam. Now it's out, crosses there, couldn't get it through. Armstrong misses that one. It'll be a throw-in. 75, 15 minutes and added time. It just feels like so much time. 3 subs coming in. I know that's the frustrating part that I had with it is we had the advantage. We had the man beaten and we were running forward one-on-one. And the keeper, I guess, to beat. But with lots of space, throw Valentine. It's into the area. It's kicked up. It's still loose. Struggling, cleared finally, but only out to the 30-yard boxes. We're completely shelled and parked the bus. Smith gets it forward. Is the counter there? Broadhead has it. He's going to spin. Long switch on over to the right-hand side. Rathbone, I'm assuming just from the hair, but it's pixelated as all hell over on that far side right now. Cleworth with it. Cleworth advances forward, looking for Smith in the box. Knocked out. Can Thomason get there? He can't. Devine had come back out and support, but they've lost it. Now Broadhead man on, so he's just going to draw it back, and Doyle's going to collect it. We're going to do a center back kickabout, which at this point in the game, I have no problem with that. Thomason, well done. Comes and grabs that one. Maintains possession. Broadhead now with it. Pushes it forward. Opportunity here. Right footer. Score! Ollie Rathbone cutting through the middle. Takes a glorious pass and we go up 2-0. Don't park the bus, Parky. Run it. We're going. Woo-wee. Ollie Rathbone. How nice does that feel for him? On the full run, grabs Dobson, jumps in his lap, and we are going to make fun of your run every time you run, Rathbone, because it seems to work. Wide open on the pass. Well done by Thomason to maintain the possession there. Gets it to Broadhead. Broadhead looks up. Broadhead finds Dobson. Dobson beats right through the middle. That's the greatest pass that Dobson has ever made, Brendan. We criticize his passing all the time. That is perfectly weighted right onto Ollie Rathbone's foot, and he just clears the Iverson as he's coming out. Woo-wee! Know who wouldn't have scored that? Lewis O'Brien. See what happens when you sub when they're needed? We want a third. Get greedy. Opportunity there. Another Knicks possession. Broadhead takes it off of Thomason, gives it to Matty James, and we're going to recycle back through Doyle. Doyle never goes backwards, so he flicks it forward. Well taken, well collected, and a foul. What? A foul on us? What? That was wide open. There was no touch. How did that go free kick the other way, or did they call offside? I'm confused, and we'll see. If you guys saw that, let me know. Bump that like button. Unfortunately, Des, I probably think you're right. More goals in this game either way as PNE comes forward. 11 minutes and added time. And it's Ofaya with it on the left-hand side. I missed who came out, so we'll have to catch that. Armstrong out, Lindsay out. And they brought in Will Keane, an attacker, Jamal Lewis, a midfielder, and Alistair McCann, a midfielder. So they're going for it. Just two in the back, Story and Ofaya. Interesting that it's not Lindsay. So that's all of their and the two of their offensive center backs coming forward. So just how, speaking for all of us, I don't know what fouls look like anymore. Ofaya's switched sides. He's over on the right-hand side. And it's pushed forward. Whiteman eking it forward. That's got to be one of the substitutes that has just come in, who's got it and advanced it forward. I believe that was McCann. Into the area, knocked around and well cleared. Easy cleared by Kluwer. He got stepped on, but away it goes. Sam Smith grabs it and just decides to hold on, let us recycle the ball and maintain and set things forward. Doyle now with it, takes it from Thomason. Doyle up forward, looking for Smith again. He's got Rathbone there, pushed in the back and earns himself a free kick. Hey! Mr. Ricardo actually called a foul. Fucking clown. Oh, you're looking for someone in your 50s, are you? It's been a while since I've had to ban somebody. Report. Report. See you later. Oh, Kim, you and your numbers. Dobson can't pass, but he has more assists.
Job, by the way, filling in for Moore.
Yes.
And you can see a big difference in the fact that when they get him the ball in space, he's far more dangerous, right? Like he's catching the ball in a spot where Moore would struggle with it.
He just needs to be a foot taller. Free kick taken. Do we get a corner? We did get a corner. Sam Smith causing problems. He was the only man there, really. Took it quick with just him and four backs lined up. Your facts are ruining my narrative. I love that. I also need to be a foot taller. Yeah. Mike, I feel your pain. Thomason's going to go out and take it.
You wish you were a little bit taller. You wish you were a baller.
Yes. I wish I had a girl who looked good I could call her. Left-footed in-swinger. Looking far post. It's there. It's dangerous. Head and Kluwer into the area. Knocked down. Still loose. On. It went wide. I don't think there was a handball, even though there was a bit of a shout for it, but it was, I don't know how that Kluwer has it, doesn't get the header, puts it back in the mix. It's there for Doyle. Doyle swings and misses. Right foot goes down. Broadhead can't grab it. Is that a handball when it goes through? No, it hit him right in the hip, groin, buttocks area. How are you back? Ooh. Fuck. I was looking and Devine just scored a cracker. 83rd minute, and there's still stuff in this one. 2-1 as Devine. I'm sorry. I was trying to find out how to ban somebody again. And game on. Game on. And we all blame John. Right footer just danced himself around Hyam and made enough space and just plopped it in from the 18-yard box. Wide open run taken on Hyam. And he just goes left, right, and then pushes it forward, and he goes near post and in. That was a smoker. You'll take that one. Sorry, that was my ball. My bad. 6 minutes, and what are we saying? 4 minutes of added time because of all the goals. There's been no injuries, but 2 goals, they'll give added time for sure, and Ricardo will give them every opportunity they can to find their second, which is unfortunate, sad. Well, it's time to clench again as PNE with the ball. Draws it back. Ofaya over on the right-hand side this time. Moves it forward. He's got Valentine. Thomason steps out on him. Draws it back. Right foot into the area. It's nice. Closed on down on by Dobson and Smith. Or Dobson and James, and it's out to Smith. Smith, he's running. He needs support. Stops, curls back. He's 1-on-2. Holds his man off. He's still waiting on support. The fight is on, and they nick it from him, and it doesn't go out. Story grabs it and pushes it forward. Broad had a little lackadaisical for me getting out there. I would have liked a little bit more hustle on that. Wouldn't be a Wrexham game if we didn't concede in the last 10. Oh, free kick given on Kluwerth on another soft one.
Yeah, if Broadhead can't run his ass down there to help out Smith, then get him out.
Yeah, and he's doing it. This is managing the game. If Broadhead's going to go lazy to help Smith out, you put Rodriguez in, and you say you put the effort in. I'm good with that.
Besides the questionable move to keep Windass in, presuming if he was hurt and keeping him in would be a bad thing to do. If that wasn't the case and Windass just, embellished a little bit, then he's coached a very good game here.
Right foot into the area. Smith back defensively, heads it out 35 yards. And I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just wanted to make sure I was able to call this. The free kick. Preston with it again. Into the area, left-hand side, cleared away there that time by Hyam. Who is that coming all the way out? I don't even know who that was. Whiteman's able to maintain control, put it back into the mixer, and that one's cleared away, but it's knocked down right foot or left foot and cleared it to the moon. Straight off of it is, thank God that was small. They say he's got a very good left foot, but that one missed entirely. Slapped it out of the stadium. The cop could have been built, and that still would have gone over the roof. I think a local plane was just hit by that shot. Subs at the 90th minute, just to take some time off the clock. Long ball played by Ogonko, not able to get there, and it's going to be thumped down the other way. Batted about, and Hyam grabs it and thumps it down the pitch, but it doesn't go all the way. PNE just behind the ball, able to advance it forward and trying to do things here. Ofaya with it, right-hand side. Valentine. Thomason out on him, 25 yards away from goal. He's going to draw it back. This is one of the subs, McCann. McCann has James on him. He's going to curl around. Bad pass, and it's intercepted by Doyle. He's got Smith ahead of him, but Doyle's going to go on the run. Right decision. Right decision by Doyle. Right decision. Now lays it off to him. Smith has it. He can't do anything. Gets it over. Dobson slips and falls. Now you got to turn around and go back, boys. James with it. Knocks it down. Smith. He's looking for Rodriguez. Rodriguez couldn't grab it. Yeah, it was a scramble, but I'm okay with all bad scramble down on this side of the pitch. The pass is not a good one. Matty James intercepts it. Draws it back, and Thomason filling in for Doyle. Just controls it and gets it to Rathbone. Rathbone, 88 minutes, 20 seconds. Rodriguez gets a touch. Back to Rathbone. Rathbone doesn't like it, so he's going to set it back. Thomason. Chipped up now. Rodriguez pushing the back. He's going to hit the ground, and he's going to ask for a call, but his acting not up to par. That wasn't a good performance. And so it goes over to the left-hand side. Preston now with it, marching forward. 88 minutes, 45 seconds. Kluwerth with the nice disruption, and they have to go back and recycle. Cue the Benny Hill music. Give away. Valentine loses it. Thomason, nice. Well done. Grabs it, and that's a foul. Valentine reaches and grabs him. And Thomason making sure to draw the call on that one. the effort is there to make sure that they don't maintain possession in the final third. We're putting up a wall. George has been all over it. Oh, I know they're going to give a little Fergie time. It's going to be 4 minutes, and they're going to make it look like 6, right? Plus, we're going to have a sub in here. So, Doyle, Smith, that was amazing. Rathbone with it. He's got 2 men on him. He's lost it now to Ofai. It's over in the corner, and it goes out. It should be thrown to us, is it? Thomason meandering over, unsure of whether it's ours or not. He's thinking. 4 minutes as predicted. If I could look past Emily to get to the sign, she needs to work about a camera a little bit. Rodriguez. All there is. Why would there be more than 4 minutes? Another throw in for us. Why would there be more time? There's nobody that was injured in the second half, was there? Throw in coming. I'm good with yellow cards here. It goes out, and we'll take another throw in. Oh, Faya got that one, kicked it off of Rodriguez straight out. I called for yellow cards for time wasting, and John's got his foot full on the gas. I'll take a goal, please. They've gained possession now, so a whole minute killed. It's thrown back to Iverson. Smith out to go and get him. And does that go straight out? It's into the corner. Kept in by Doyle. If I was Doyle, I would have let that one go out. But anyway, no, maybe I wouldn't. Rodriguez taking it on. Down into the corner. Rathbone's coming in support. Held up along the goal line. Are we going to get a corner out of this now? Rathbone doing Rathbone things. 3-on-1, and he finally loses it, and Rodriguez comes out in support. And there's a free kick going to go the other way as Rodriguez a little bit. Somebody's gone down for them, Ofaya, but he's not going to stay there. He's going to pick up and hobble. Iverson grabs it. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the added time. Vámonos. Vamos. Charlton ties it up late. We're not having that garbage here. Right foot put down the middle of the pitch. It's ball looses. Somebody scramble. Ogonko couldn't grab it left foot and just clears it, as that was just people tripping, falling, grabbing it. It was like mad chaos. I just was going to say, I will take long thumps down into the box, as it could have been scrambly, as that was just danger. I don't know why he didn't grab it. I think he still could have. As Valentine long throw puts it into the mixer, Rodriguez heads it straight out, and they'll have to take it now from 35 yards instead of 19 yards away from goal. Clench meter, 93%. A foul throw. A foul throw in added time. Why are you pouting, man? Throw the ball in properly. Subs. Parky subs. Rathbone.
1 minute.
It. Everybody's screaming. Smashed off. We'll get another throw in. Luckily, my family weren't in the front line. My hubby is in the famous cop photo with the police officer sitting on top. I'll have to look that up, Julia. I know, foul throw, and especially in added time. Usually you just let everything kind of go. We're going to get another one as that's thrown in deep and then headed out. We've killed another 35, 40 seconds. Parky sub. Yeah, that would be awesome. I would take those. Headed. That one stays in, but it's under control and it's just bumped down. Well done. The chase is on there. Oh, Rodriguez gives away the softest foul. He's had 15 seconds. They're going to have to go. Here's the game. Iverson's got to go the length of the field on the Hail Mary bomb. I like seeing Wrexham fans, but at the moment you can show the pitch, please, camera guy. There's now the referee getting into it a little bit, the fourth referee with Parky for some reason. And there's the whistle. 3 points. Put him on the win column. We're safe. We're clear. I need to breathe. So, Brendan, you're going to have to tell me what are your thoughts on that one.
3 points, baby. 3 points.
Becky's logged in with the fantastic and throwing it in. I wonder, have you been with us just watching along in the chat the whole day? Because that would be awesome if you were. Either way, happy to have you. And it was convincing, Bryn, wasn't it? Back-to-back wins. Things are looking gravy. We can jump into the stats, and then we'll move over to the table because we can go there. Weren't we higher up the table a few minutes ago? I don't even know. Holy cow, that was. And you know what? I'm okay with this style of play. I know it's going to cause us more heartaches, but, man, it's exciting when we're going after it. And good on Parky. I hope that Moore's okay. I also hope, even though he came back, I also hope Windass doesn't have residual effects. Hard to tell exactly what was going on there, but no Fergie time because Ricardo probably knew he gave too much there. I'm way too far behind in this match. Am I? I should be caught up now. But I will shut that down. Somebody's going to have to, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get the full match replay. I'll see if I can, but if I can't, there's some clips that I want. The goal ones at 48 minute, 59, 50, 71, 42, and 72, 20, as well as the header. So, yeah, that was all us, Brendan. Dave says he's proud of us for driving us.
Yeah, my shoulders are hurting from carrying everybody.
Woo. Yeah, the pressure, the weight. But you know what? We're here for the team. Let's jump into the stats here. You've already got them up on screen. I can see them there. Stats. XG, 2.25 to 0.83. So when you want to talk about control, and even though it was there and there were some nervy times at the end, we had it. We gave them more possession. We had it after the first half, but after the second, 46%, 54%, 2.25 XG. So we were right on target. We had woodwork there on the Sam Smith header that maybe shouldn't have counted. We had those 2 great saves by Iverson that we were able to pull that off. And Jeannie, you're welcome. Happy New Year. Yes, we'll see you 4:30 in the morning Pacific, 7:30 Eastern for the 12:30 kickoff out in the UK as we take on the Blackburn Rovers. Hitting the road for 2. Hit the like button before you go. Make sure you subscribe if you're watching and you haven't. I'm going through the rest of the stats. 6 shots on target to 3. So they did find 2 in the second half there. But really full control of that one throughout. Just the divine late goals made it interesting. But that's one of those unfortunate ones that goes against the run of play. And fortunately, they were able to get 2. 386 passes of 317. We were down on accurate passes over the game, but I think that's a byproduct that we changed formation in the second half a little bit and personnel. So accurate long balls, they were ahead of us. Own half, they were ahead of us. Touches in the own box, 25-23. But that's just a byproduct, I think, of them coming after us. I've never, ever felt at risk, and I think the one that talks the volumes of that is exactly what Kim just identified. 5 shots on target for them, and they had 3. Sniffing around, but completely anemic, and that kind of goes with what you've looked at for their statistics at the start of the year. They're efficient when they're on target. They find the back of the net, but they don't have a good XG, and they don't really perform. I think Preston North End's a team that's destined to fall here. Stands are already empty and clearing out. Not hard to get out of the barn. Probably a good thing. Do we go to the table?
What's up?
We've earned it. And by we, I mean team, not we as in you and I. I'm not taking any credit for anything. We should have jumped up into, so we've jumped up into 11th. And that must be, did Stoke just, no, Stoke's losing. So tied for 10th with Stoke. We're 3 goals behind. We're tied with Leicester. But more importantly, we're starting to narrow the gap. Again, we've had to work our butt up to get up to the 6th place spot. Preston stays at 37 points, and they jump down. Watford with the 3 points is going to go up. And so there's going to be a 2-point gain as far as making the playoffs. But things are now narrowing as far as the top of the table again, right? Coventry lost. Middlesbrough ended up with a draw. Ipswich outperformed and was exceptional by all reports. So they're up there. Hull City, Millwall draws. Preston's obviously lost. Did Bristol City, did they win today? No, they lost to Millwall. So as expected in this league, everybody ahead of you is going to gain points and lose points. And it's all about making sure that you grab your 1.7 to be able to find a playoff spot. And we're eking ever closer. You win that one, you get up to 37. There will be other people that gain points, but we'll go from 11 up to 9, 8, and be really in the talking position. And this is where we need to be. So Blackburn Rovers coming up next. And I didn't talk to you, Brendan, about what to do on the 4th, and we can talk about that just on the air, just to make sure that we have it. So Blackburn Rovers, with a poor performance, they drew Sheffield Wednesday, so that's going to hurt them. Good. And that's frustrating. They had a really good performance back on Boxing Day, I thought, eking out they had Middlesbrough, right? And it ended up being a draw. Yeah. 0-0 draws. 0-0 draw against Middlesbrough, but they played really well in that one. Here, 0-0 draw against Sheffield. I haven't looked at the stats and don't know whether they played well or whether that's deserved or otherwise. Ricardo was out of his depth, Hugo, and I do really, really want to put together a video collab of Windass taking it to the back of the head, because that stuff is not on in the EFL. Shouldn't be in any sport. And that one irks me that it still happened and went on. So we're back New Year's Day, bright and early, 4:30 in the morning, 7:30 Eastern, 12:30 out in the UK for the road trip against Blackburn. Another 3 points that just have to be taken, right, Brendan?
Yeah, they only drew against Sheffield today.
But drew against Middlesbrough too.
Yeah, I just mean that I think if we looked at the last 5, I don't think they're in great form, right? Yeah, 1 win and 3 draws and a loss. I mean, at least they're not on fire, right? So it's a winnable game.
It's a winnable game. Nice to go on the road, grab that one, and then you got a big one against Derby, who's been playing relatively well. Not, I guess, in the immediate, but they had a good 8-game stretch immediately prior to the last little bit. They're winless in 3, but prior to that, they went on a run. So hopefully they've lost some luster. We have to talk because on the 4th, there's a very important women's match going on that deserves all the attention that it should get. It starts at 9:10 Pacific. So that make it 12:10 out in your neck of the woods. That's a 5:10 p.m. kickoff for the women. But the men start at 7 Eastern, or 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern, 3 o'clock out there. So that's 2 hours and 10 minutes. So there's going to be about a 10-15 minute lag between the men's game and the women's game. Are you comfortable just producing both? And I'll put one stream together for both of them.
Yeah, and I could
bring Deandra in.
Yeah, I can bring a third person in, if the both game. So you're saying both games running at the same time?
There'll be a 10-minute overlap of both games running at the same time.
So
it'll be the tail end of the men's game and the start of the Cardiff game.
Yeah, I can bring you and Deandra on, share the screen, and she can be, you guys can ping pong back and forth, giving game updates.
That sounds great to me. And then what I'll do, Deandra, if you're still here, if not, I'll message. Deandra, join in the half as well of the men's one if you can, because what we'll do is we'll use that time to view the women's match, because obviously that one, big battle at the top of the table. Both teams looking to go into the second half of the Adran Premier at the top of the table. If you're able to get 3 points there, you 2 hours apart, 2 hours and 10 minutes apart. It'll only be a 10-15 minute overlap. It'll be like it'll be like the last 5 minutes plus added time for the men before the women start. So it'll be close, but we'll make it work and we'll figure it out. Birmingham's boss just got sent off. Great. Chris Davies just got a red. I'm gonna have to look up exactly what happened there. I think I'm going to sign off unless we want to wait to see what happens around the league. But that's the only one that's still going on, is that Southampton-Birmingham game. And I'm happy for them to sit there at a draw. They're both behind us. If Southampton gets the goal, they jump up to 34 points, and they'd be at a +5. It would move us down to 12th. If Brum scores, they move up to 34 points, and they'd be at 2. They'd be behind us in 12th. So I don't know. Do you take the Brum win then? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I just leave it as a draw. Points dropped at the middle of the table. That works for everybody. But you sit here and you look at it. Preston lost to us. Bristol City lost to us. QPR, who's up there, lost to West Brom. And I'm surprised QPR is up there. They look garbage. I haven't liked them at all when I've seen them. So all 4 teams ahead of us all lost. And so they're sitting there looking on the outside. And the 4 teams above them all won, and they're sitting in the playoff spots. And I think that's how it's going to roll on a go forward. Is it's you win, you move up, you lose, you move down, and it's just going to be 12 teams. 6, 4, 5, 12 teams in a full swing trying to eke out playoff spots. It'll be crazy. Anyways, we'll wrap this one up. Thank you for being here. If you weren't aware, the dating show that I was on, we've put that as a feature. There's something to go and watch there. You can see Deandra's response to that. It was entertaining anyway, and I'm glad that one went out there and got done. Have yourselves a wonderful New Year's. Be safe. I'm expecting everybody to be here early in the morning.
I'm expecting Sean to be asleep and me running the show. I will see you guys here Friday morning.
Sounds good. And with that, take care. Have a good one, guys. Bye.